Ace the Young Heavy. Y'all know what time it is. The sickness. My nigga Bodil. Some niggas want the money, the power, the respect. Fuck this shit. I want all three of them bitches. Heavy shit. That's the definition of heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Louis head to toe and something foreign. Fuck a Chevy. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. Money everywhere. I'm heavy in it.
Sneaker news.
Salute YouTube. Peace to the earths and gods, and go mob to the fret. Thanks for joining us again for another exciting episode of Ace Heavy Kickz, where we look at cool kicks for the common collector. People like yourself and people like me, your host, Ace the Young Heavy. So, what are we here to talk about this week in sneaker news? A lot of crazy stuff, y'all. A lot of crazy stuff. Yeezy just got canceled. And not just with Adidas, with Gap, with Vogue magazine in terms of his editor-in-chief position, with all the companies, his accounts, his bank accounts, etc. They have completely divested from Kanye West as a brand, as an individual. How do y'all feel about this? Now, this is due to some anti-Semitic comments allegedly that he made. Now, I haven't heard the comments. It was on Drink Champs. I went to watch it. I put it in my save video, and within like 2 hours, it was gone when I sat down to watch it next. So they've taken it off the internet. I don't necessarily want to comment on the comments that Kanye West made. I will say this for people that listen and people that read. Reading is fundamental. Look at what a Semite is in the first place. Second of all, it's not cool to disrespect anybody, right? So I don't think anybody should be disrespected if somebody was. However, black people were the original Jews, and I don't know how really this entire configuration works out until I read it, digest it, hear it, have an understanding, and I can say more about it. So, but I know there's certain groups you can talk about, certain people you can't talk about. What does this have to do with the shoes, though? At the end of the day, the shoes are canceled. There will be no more Yeezys for the foreseeable future, I believe, ever again as it relates to the Adidas brand. Now, will he be able to go back to Nike? Is New Balance going to pick him up? Is he going to get some Doc Martens or something? I have no idea. I seriously doubt it, but I do feel sorry for the man. I think at times when people who really have like an exceptional genius are not embraced by the people, or rather, because he cares about people, embraced by the individuals that they care about the most, that dejection, that separation, that chasm causes them to be, in a silo and in a place where they feel like they are being defensive. So they're saying things and acting out in a defensive manner. Remember, this guy has lost and separated from his family. He's lost his wife in the last year or two. I had a lot of things weighing on him. So I'm not making any excuses for what he said. I don't know what he said. Again, so, don't try to cancel me. First of all, I want you to be very clear. I want you to hear me. Come close to the screen. I don't give a fuck if you cut me off or cancel me. You can't cancel me. I'll go someplace else. But I will say how I feel. And how I feel is that until we know all the facts about things, I don't think that we should personally make judgments. I don't think that anybody should be discriminated on based on their race, religion, etc. But I had to, it just keeps coming up in my head. I had to say it again, blacks are the original Jews. Why don't we talk about that enough? And are any black Hebrews speaking out about what Kanye West said? That's really what I want to know. Like, the black Hebrew Israelite nation, like, how do they feel about what Kanye West said? Anyway, moving on. So, we probably won't see any Yeezys. You won't see any in my unreleased or upcoming sneaker releases. There probably won't be any in the foreseeable future. And if you're expecting, like brands like Balenciaga or Gap to release clothing lines, they have released statements recently saying they absolutely are done with Yeezy as a representative, as a brand, and any contracts they had at this point are null and void, and they will not be actualizing those going forward. So that's unfortunate. From a financial perspective, what it means for the man Kanye West is that this guy has went from being approximately worth $2 billion 48 hours ago to being worth, I think, 400 million, a little over 400 million. And has been taken off the Forbes billionaire list. So quite impactful. I'm sorry that we won't get to see all those innovative shoe designs. You know, he's always coming up with crazy stuff, but you know, he was trying to end his contract with Adidas as soon as possible anyway. So I think this does from a creative space. If you like him as a creator, as a designer, as that type of individual, I think it puts him in a place where his back is against the wall and he's got to be super creative and he's got to do some cool stuff now. So we'll see how that comes out. I really don't know what to make of it at this point, but I do think that Kanye West is somebody who, as a Chicagoan, as a black man, I want to embrace and then figure out what's going on with him if he's out here being self-destructive, period. Because I care about all my people. I care about everybody. We all brothers. If you really know the story of creation, you know how we got here. So anyway, other stuff with sneakers, Air Jordan 1s being backdoor. We already heard about that. There's supposed to be 500,000 pairs available to people. I don't know if I'm going to try to get with the hoopla and get a pair. I guarantee you that I can walk into a Foot Locker, an Athlete's Foot, a Finish Line, a Snipe, something like that, and go grab a pair for the low. For retail price, you know, I consider that the low for retail. So I'm not really worried about it. Am I gonna, sleep on it? No. Now that I know that I can go to the store and get the shoe that I've been wanting for retail price, I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm less discouraged. And I'm hoping that y'all are too, because don't we want to just go get the shoes that we want without having to pay extra, without having to know somebody, without having to have a hookup, all of that. We just want the shoes. We just want the shoes. So thank you, Nike, for making one of y'all most popular shoes available to everybody. Salute to y'all finally. Maybe you're listening. And look out for those shoes. They're coming out soon in the middle of November. I'm definitely going to grab myself a pair and probably grab my son, my whole family, my girl, everybody. So if you like them, go ahead and do the same. With that being said, that's the end of news. Let's move on to the next segment, y'all.
It's my brother, man. We Black entrepreneurship at its best. We got a brand new food truck here. We got jerk tacos and gourmet egg rolls. Y'all check this out. Right on the corner of 5th Avenue, out here for Pulaski in Chicago, right?
Yes,
Tell
sir.
what's up, man?
We got delicious gourmet jerk egg rolls, buffalo egg rolls.
All the good stuff, y'all. If you know how to eat, you know what I'm saying? Jerk tacos, you know what I'm saying? Egg rolls, gourmet, buffalo, Philly, whatever. Come check us out, all right? We right here, Pulaski, 5th Avenue. Peace. Elevate.
Like that.
Sneakers for retail.
So, sneakers for retail. This week I want to bring y'all a little something different. I don't wear boots in the wintertime. What I'm more so into is wearing gym shoes, and I wear a more durable shoe, or I wear a shoe that, you know, I don't care about getting messed up. You know, what do? Do you wear boots? I know women, something different than, you know, they may, you know, approach it differently than how guys do. But I like to wear sneakers in the winter. And so there's quite a few sneakers that I've been thinking about picking up for the wintertime shoes that I don't mind getting messed up, that I think would be smooth. But for sneakers for retail this week, I want to show y'all New Balance that are available for retail right now. In fact, I'm going to show you where to get them below retail price. That's right, y'all. Below retail price New Balance. This episode, stay tuned. So, New Balance, right? A lot of them y'all can pick up for retail. Unless it's like a big collab, they have them. And they also have high tops. You know, they have some more with a brush suede, more durable shoes. Not all of their shoes have mesh or are like a traditional, like a running shoe. They do have some different stuff. The shoes that I'm looking at for retail this week are featured on the J. Crew website. And J. Crew this week has a special. I think it goes beyond this week. 15% off for your first purchase. And it does apply to the New Balance Kickz. So, for instance, we have shoes like the 200R. That's a dope shoe, especially for the price. On J. Crew, they got it for like $140. So, you know, if you're getting 15% off, you know, that's like over $30 off. So, that's nice. Also, we have the New Balance 327. Now, that is a cool shoe. Now, on J. Crew, I don't see the colorway that I want. I like the colorway with like the now and later, all the different colors and everything, and the Skittles colors and stuff. I like that one. But They do have a couple colorways on there, namely those green ones, and then also the 997Hs, which remind me of the 990s and some of the other higher models that they have other New Balance. Again, all of those are available for retail price on J. Crew right now, or you can even walk into Foot Locker or Athlete's Foot or Finish Line, Snipes, Jimmy Jazz, etc. And you could grab those shoes right now for retail. So I'm thinking about probably grabbing me some New Balance for the winter, because I don't care if I jag them and get messed up. I can still look fly, still be in the wave or whatever you have it, but not mess up the shoes that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna jag Kickz. I didn't pay $1,000, $2,000, etc. for this type of shoes I like to wear. So what are you gonna do for the winter? What's your shoe of choice? Leave comment down below. I'm just curious, or hit me on IG. That's how we get this week for Sneakers for Retail.
Upcoming sneaker releases.
So for upcoming sneaker releases, we got some hot stuff this week, baby. Check it out. Air Jordan 1 High Spider-Verse. Now, this is very similar to the Spider-Man shoe that was released 3 years ago by Jordan brand for Air Jordan 1 High OG. However, this shoe is not necessarily my cup of tea. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't like cartoony looking stuff. And from here, you can see that on the black part of it, they have like a spider web, and it comes from the concentric circles going out or whatever, then with the white swoosh on top of it. Now if they would have done the swoosh another color, maybe I would have felt that a little better. Am I gonna get the shoe if I can get it for retail or a couple dollars over? Yes, but I'm sure there's gonna be a hot shoe, something to look out for. Even though the sneaker market has crashed, this is a shoe that is still going to demand high value on the resale market. So be looking out for the Air Jordan 1 High Spider-Verse coming out June of 2023. Also, Air Jordan 9 NRG winterized boot. That's a nice shoe for the wintertime. If you don't wear boots, you can wear this Jordan brand winterized shoe. So this is the first time, they played with a winterized shoe for 9s and 10s. And I guess they realized that people in the hood and other folks do wear Air Jordans 9s and 10s and 12s in the wintertime, So thank you for giving us a gumball sole. Thank you for giving us a thicker collar and inside and waterproofing parts of it, because we do wear mics. People do wear Jordans. I wear Jordans all year round. I'm not the only one. So those are coming out November 10th. Air Jordan 12 next, the Eastside Golf. That's a real smooth shoe. If my pops was alive today, that's a shoe I probably would put on his feet. You know what I'm saying? It's white with like cream or taupe or something like that. And it looks like it has like a maroon splash, like someone like Freddy Krueger. This is Halloween time. I can do a Halloween joke, right? Like Freddy Krueger just like sliced somebody's like ankle or something. It's just like a little trail on there. That's kind of cool. I like that shoe. It's coming out the 12th of November. Next, we have the Air Jordan 11 Women's Midnight Navy. Now, I don't care what y'all say, but Jordan brand, to me, when it drops 11s, has been snapping lately. I actually like the ones with the little zebra leopard cow print or whatever, the black and white 11s. That is a sexy shoe. I'm going to get it. I just have not seen it in my size, anywhere near my size, because it's a women's release. This shoe, sexy, suede, navy. It got midnight navy blue on it, and then also on the upper as well. That is a incredibly hot shoe. I will absolutely be putting my hands on that, and it'll definitely go with some Perry, with some Sigma Perry, if I wanted to wear it with that. All right, lastly, we have the New Balance 2 WXY V3 Cerebral. That is a entirely new silhouette of shoe from New Balance. Very colorful, very attractive. But I don't think it's necessarily my cup of tea. It may not be a lot of people's cup of tea. I mean, when people do a lot of extra stuff with shoes, like when Mellow Ball drops his shoes, or even when people do things like the pump is like an innovative but intuitive concept to add to a shoe. But a lot of people don't want a lot of extras. You give them strings, it's leather, and the sole, let's roll. But this particular shoe has a little bit extra. It's got a lot of colors going on, the purples and the black with the neon, and it's got a lot of shiny parts to it. So that may not be for you, but that shoe is certainly not for me either, whether it is for you or not. And that wraps up what we got this week for upcoming sneaker releases. Stay tuned, episode 30. We're gonna have some incredible stuff for y'all, man. Peace.
Sneaker pickups.
Sneaker pickups for this week. Let's look at what we get. From the box, you probably know. The J Balvins, man. The J Balvin Air Jordan 2. I'm excited about this pickup. Grab these in a size 11. And, man, look at that. Look at the paper. We got the sky blue. A couple YouTubers grabbed these already before me, so it's not like this is out for y'all. First, look at these. I got them maybe 2 weeks after they came out, and I didn't pay the one $25 over retail, because the retail thing was $300 on those. So I paid $325 plus tax, and I grabbed them from Boneyard. So my people at Boneyard looked out for me, as they always do. Let's take a look at the shoe itself. All right, I'm gonna pull both of them out. Pull one of them out. So, cool thing about it, right? And I'll show this also in the B-roll. So the cool thing about these shoes is the fact that they light up on the tongue. If I can get it to, there we go. Oh, look at that. You got it? There's a light up on the tongue. And then the bottom glows in the dark. So that's pretty cool. The battery eventually go out. So, you know. But I do like the shoe, of course. Look at the back of it on the heel. Yeah, so you can see on the back, on the heel, they have that custom J Balvin iconography. And again, it glows in the dark. It's kind of hard to hit sometimes. I normally get like my second or third hit. I'm able to get it to work. So I got to cut off. But that's pretty cool. So the tongue glows, and then we got glow in the dark bottom. The blue, icy blue bottom is glow in the dark. It's got the Nike. So the Air Jordan 2 Retro J Balvin. It's pretty dope. Do I like these better than the Air Jordan 1 J Balvins? No, I don't. No, I don't. I would say that I don't. But I do like this as a shoe, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought it. But obviously, I would say most people would agree with me that this is not as hot as the Air Jordan 1, because when that shoe, which I have up there at the top, when that shoe came out, man, this shoe was what? Maybe like $700-800. This shoe is really going for a couple dollars over retail, and it hasn't moved since. So I don't think that it will, but it's a cool looking shoe. Again, every shoe I don't buy is like this because it's gonna have a bunch of monetary value. It's because the shoe is dope. Look at it. Look at this motherfucker. It's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe. Jordan 2s, again, just, you know, for people who don't know, are Italian design shoes, rather. Jordan did not like the Air Jordan 2, and at that point, he was ready to leave Nike and to go to Adidas, where he wanted to be in the first place. And then that's when Tinker Hatfield came in and married the Air Jordan 3s, and so, you know, he had a chance to say, hey, you know, this shoe works for me. I'm gonna stay with the brand, so forth and so on. So, but anyway, this has been the Air Jordan 2. Okay, so quick comparison: Air Jordan 1 J Balvins versus Air Jordan 2 J Balvins. So what we see as a consistency between them is obviously the rainbow color scheme. You see the rainbow color scheme in the threading going throughout the Air Jordan 2, right? And then you see the rainbow color scheme used throughout the Air Jordan 1. We have this as a canvas upper. This is not canvas, but we have like that rip-resistant mesh type of material on it. So they both use different materials than the shoe traditionally uses in the retro form. And then also, you don't see it. Yeah, you do see it right here. We got the J Balvin iconography, his emblem. And then we have that on the back of the two. So whereas in the front on this shoe, on the tongue, it's on the heel on the twos. So, I mean, that's all I really got for comparison. I mean, look on the bottom, see if there's any similarities. This one glows in the dark. Obviously, I wore these. I wore these in Hawaii, as a matter of fact. This doesn't glow. It's more of a traditional Air Jordan 1. So, yeah. But this is a hotter shoe. You know, unless you're crazy, you know, I mean, you know, preference is preference. You like what you like. But this is obviously a better shoe. And this shoe has retained a lot more value. So, even used, this shoe is worth more than this shoe is. If that makes sense. It's brand new. And I haven't worn it yet. So, but anyway, if I had to pick, if you had to pick, which one would you choose? I would choose the ones. Would you choose ones, twos? Let us know down in the comments below. You know that ain't. Fuck a boneyard, dog. Please, if we ain't got it at our shop, come to their shop, right? Peace. Elevate.
Throwback thoughts.
Throwback thoughts. Now, I'm having some fun with this one. So last week we was really on some silly stuff. If y'all watched episode 28 with the whole Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan conspiracy, right? That was hilarious. I still watch that and laugh at that. But even funnier than that, even funnier, all right, is the idea that people will fight in their shoes. And sometimes in school, I'm thinking more so about school back in the day in their new shoes. People would be mad someone step on your shoes. Shoes was like a whole thing, fighting in shoes. You know, those two things are in tandem. And so I want to talk about the mechanics of that, right? So new shoes, people step on them, you ready to fight. They step on the back of them when you stand in line at school, or step on your toe on purpose, or you be at a party or a dance or something like that, high school, getting older. People step on your shoes. It's always fighting time. You know what I'm saying? Stumping time when someone step on your shoes. One of the things I wanted to bring to the throwback thoughts as it relates to shoes this week was when people used to, those kids that you knew, they used to always be fighting. Used to always be aggressive. Used to always, you know, maybe there was the kids that got the free lunch, or maybe there was the kids that clothes came to school dirty. So I'm not making fun of them, but I am thinking about the idea that there is like a trope in that they always have like the same type of shoes. Like when I think about it, it don't matter whether I was at private school, or public school, high school, whatever. The people that be fighting, if they wasn't the black Air Force Ones, they was some K-Swisses. That's what most people was fighting in. K-Swiss, skippy looking shoes, or the black soldiers. At your school, what did people fight in? If there was the kid that was always fighting, what was they fighting in? But I'm thinking about a video I saw recently, Complex Magazine, where Lil Baby was asked about, you know, his shoes, what shoes he buy, how often does he spend, etc. And they asked him last time he bought shoes, what did he buy? And he was like, you know what, I didn't even buy shoes for myself, I bought shoes for somebody else. And the reason why I did that, I bought them for kids, a bunch of kids. And the reason why I did it is because I thought about it in terms of school behavior. I want the kids to pay attention to school. I want them to be good. And if the kids had on nice shoes, they probably was less likely to fight. And I thought that was really dynamic. That was a deep thought. I'm like, wow. So a kid that's inclined to get all these other issues and stuff going on in life. I know I'm getting way away from just shoes, right? But a kid's got all this going on in life. He not going to fight because he got on some new shoes. Like, that's a dope ass concept. So I'm like, what other tools can we give our kids to make sure, regardless of what other things is going on, what can we give them as a protective factor to make sure that they act right, that they excel in school, that they become the things that they want to become?
You know, there ain't no better feeling in the world, honestly, like giving back, period. But like to the kids where I come from, and I know a lot of kids, like, they won't get in trouble at school with new shoes on. I don't know, like, from my culture, it's like, we so off track that with new shoes, you might act better at school.
Really? It's like a thing, like, to act proper with new shoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You act a little better. When your shoes dirty and all that, you be look bad. New shoes on, you don't need to do too much.
I love giving back, and I thought that concept was cool, and so that brought me to think about that. So what are some of the shoes, and if you was thinking, let's think about even this. If you was gonna whoop somebody's ass, what shoes would you put on right now? Right now, I had to say I would wear my new pumps if I had to fight. They're a little heavy, but I probably wouldn't feel it if I had to kick somebody. What are the shoes that people fight in? The Malice and the Palace, the fight back in the day. Diaz fight with Ron Artest and the Indiana Pacers. What was them cats, them niggas wearing back then? I don't even know what kind of shoes they was wearing. I'm gonna look at the video and see. But I just think about people and fighting and gym shoes and what kind of shoes do people generally have on? And do it make a difference? Do it make a difference to you? Are you ready anytime?
Dope toys.
So for dope toys this week, I want to talk about one of the dopest toys you could possibly ever have. And that is a musical instrument. One of the coolest toys that I have in my studio, and I have a couple of them, is a guitar. And I have picked up guitar maybe 3-4 times in my life. And that's something that I really wish that I had stayed with, that I had spent more time on, because it's a whole lot of fun. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I am like, look at that. Look at that. You guys check it out. It's hot. I think it's hot. You know, I like it. So it's electric guitars by Gibson. It's the Maestro line, so it's like their beginner line. But it's sexy. It's blue. It's black. Got some fingerprints on it. I probably should have cleaned it off before I shot the video. But anyway, so I'm teaching myself right now REM's Losing My Religion. So that's something that hopefully maybe in the next couple episodes, once I get it together, maybe I'll play a little bit of it for you guys. See, I got a lot of work to do. But no, to be really good at something, you have to spend 10,000 hours doing it. I've not spent 10,000 hours playing guitar, probably less than 1,000. So one of the things I like to do over the next 5 to 10 years is, work on this. So this is my toy for the week. What is your toy for the week? I encourage you, regardless of whether it's a toy or something, do something that makes you feel good. Do something that enriches yourself. Because the best investment you can make is in yourself. And so I'm investing in my happiness and then also my capacity, baby. Because, hey, why not bust this out of the party or something coming up? You never know. So that's all I got for y'all this week for Dope Toys. Well, that's all we got for y'all today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, tap in with us. That's how everyone knows that we popping, baby. You know what I mean? You see the likes going up. You see the subscriptions going through the moon. You see the engagement going up. What we want to do is try to grow the platform and create more content that y'all love. You know what I'm saying? I love what I'm doing. I love sneakers. Coming up, episode 30, one of the dopest pickups, if not the dopest pickup I've ever shown on this show. It's one of the most coveted sneakers that any sneakerhead will want in their collection. And so I'm excited to bring that to y'all next episode. So please stay tuned with me. Don't forget, do something for somebody good, because when you do, man, it makes you feel good. And when one win, we all win, baby. Most importantly, if you can't see it before you see it, you'll never fucking see it. Peace. Elevate.
Chill. Ace the Young Heavy. Y'all know what time it is. The sickness. My nigga Bodil. Some niggas want the money, the power, the respect. Fuck that shit. I want all three of them bitches. Heavy shit. That's the definition of heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Louis head to toe and something foreign. Fuck a Chevy. Money everywhere. Money. Put a price on the head.
Tell them again. Number one. That's right.
Bitch, I'm fly. Check my altitude.